Hello, I'm here to speak to you about the upcoming election on November 5th. It's going to be the most important election that you'll ever vote in, the most important election in history. It's going to set the tone for not just the next 4 years, it could be the next 40 years. Socrates, who was around when voting was a kind of a new thing, was very much into voting and to being a citizen of Athens. He believed that he had this right to vote, and he also had the responsibility of being a citizen. He so believed in that ideal that he consented to being put to death when he lost a narrow vote where he had been accused of undermining the youth by opening their minds to new ideas. Now, that may not be a modern thing for us anymore, believing so much in ideas that we stake our lives on it. But when the country began, the founding fathers were laying their lives on the line for their ideas. And all along, America has stood for ideas and ideals. And we've all benefited from it. And we have the responsibility to respect our right to vote by doing it the way Socrates would want us to do it, to think carefully about it. Now, as a matter of fact, it's the kind of thing that we should all not want to miss out on. This is history happening around us. Why shouldn't we be part of history, making history? One day, maybe your kids and grandkids will ask you, where were you on that day? What were you thinking? What was it like, that turning point in history that you voted in? And you're going to want to have a good story to tell them, a true story that will teach them the kind of things that you want to be able to teach them, whatever that happens to be in your case. So this is an experience, voting. You may never do it again. You may have never done it before. This may not be something that's ever attracted you in the past, but I'm talking about a peak experience here. You have an opportunity to feel your connection to history, that you are part of making history. And here's what I suggest you do. Assuming you're going to vote on November 5th, although you could vote before that, the day that you're going to vote, when you wake up in the morning, realize it's a special day, an important day, and feel alive. Take deep breaths, go outside, look at the sky. And when you're in the voting booth, finally ready to make the decision, there's the following 4 steps that I suggest. Step 1 is picture the rest of your life the way you'd like it to come out. If you had your druthers, what kind of life do you want for the rest of it from this point on? And then look at the first candidate and try to imagine what life is going to be if that candidate is elected. And how would that interact with what you want your future to be? Would it help? Would it hurt? Would it have no effect? Then do the same thing. Step 3, do the same thing with the other candidate. And then step 4, vote. That's it. Very simple. I wish you a peak experience and happy voting.